Hi everyone, this is Dr. Archipoli and I'm here to talk to you about your final project for COM 3321 patient-provider communication. So in this project, what I'm looking for you to do is to select a concept that you are particularly interested in. So that could be something that you find interesting, that you think is worthy of more discussion, of further inquiry into, that you think that more people need to learn about. And you will create two different pieces that are related to this. The first piece is a paper that describes and does further inquiry into the topic. So for example, you might choose motivational interviewing, thinking that, all right, there's a lot of patients who need to learn more about motivational interviewing and the importance of it and the applications of motivational interviewing. So you've selected motivational interviewing, and then you're going to use that as the basis for your project. So from there, you are going to do further inquiry or additional research into motivational interviewing. So you are responsible for finding at least 4 additional sources that discuss motivational interviewing, the use of motivational interviewing, the application of motivational interviewing. And this is just the example, right? So you are able to use any topic of your choice, whether that be cultural perspectives, provider perspectives, looking at interpersonal relationships, looking at nonverbal immediacy behaviors, right? So you select whichever topic you like, and then you do further research into that using a minimum of 4 different sources. So you'll have your first piece, which is a paper that you're going to construct. On the assignment sheet, you'll see that I give you a suggestion for places to find additional information. And you're going to create a 4 to 5 page report about this. So the first part is very brief. It is a half a page to 1 page about your chosen topic. What is your chosen topic and why did you choose it? Okay, so giving us a little bit more insight into that. The next part, part 2, you provide a brief summary of the information provided in the course about this topic. So what did you already learn in the course about this topic? So you can cite from the presentation, you can cite from the articles that were presented to you about this topic. And then the third part is your meaty part. This is your most important part. And this is where you're going to report your own research findings on this and discuss your findings for a total of 4, all right, and the importance of each. So this is where you go into the Journal of Health Communication, communication monographs, other journals that might talk about this and discuss them in this meaty part. And that part is about 2 to 3 pages where you discuss each of those additional sources. And then you're going to follow basic standards for essay writing. Make sure you're using APA format. I don't need an abstract. I don't need a title page. Those are just formalities. This is an in-class essay, so I'm not very strict on those things, but you do need to use APA citations. And I have additional information on the style and the grading criteria there. And then the second element is one of my favorite pieces of this is a training element. So like I said at the outset of this video, that you're going to want to select something that you feel like more people need training on, whether that be from the patient side or the provider side. So say you've selected, again, using our same example of motivational interviewing, you've selected motivational interviewing, then you are going to create a training piece on that. And it could be for the patient, it could be for the provider. And there's different ways you can do this. Right? So in training, you were trying to teach someone about something, right? So you could do a patient-provider role play, right? Where you have a needs improvement and an improved, and then you would provide a few discussion questions around it. You could create a video about this. You could create a podcast around this. You could create a PSA around this, right? So maybe a PSA about health literacy, okay? So there is a lot of latitude here. And I know it might be a little confusing at first, but if you have any questions or want to run an idea by me, I'm very happy to engage with you around that topic. And then, of course, this piece is going to be looked at the quality of information presented and the quality of the presentation, right? So is this good information? Is this helpful information? Will someone actually learn something from this? Is it a good training piece? And is it a good presentation, right? Is it something that someone wants to engage with? So those are kind of the basics for this. If you have any questions for me about this, I am happy to discuss them with you, again, via Messenger. If you want to, talk via Skype or Zoom or anything like that, just shoot me an email and we can set up a time to do that. But I hope that you are looking forward to this project because I think it has a lot of potential for some really interesting deliverables.